Stacko says.
How you doing, Taco? I'm so tired, I choked on water.
Stacko says. I'm doing alright, you.
I edited a thing that was 3,000 stupid words. And it was just a training montage. But I still had to look up like every other phrase. Like, okay, there's this Chinese phrase. It's like, it's a poison so potent that a few seconds of exposure will leave you bleeding out of all 7 orifices. Alright, here's name all 7 orifices.
Stacko says. I don't know, man.
Man.
Stacko says. Depends in the gender though.
Ha. That's because you were thinking dirty. It's 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 noses, no, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Stacko says. Nah, I'm thinking all holes.
Yeah, well, I said 7. If you add the pee hole and the butt, you get 9. And then if you're a girl, I guess you got 10.
Stacko says. But then do you count your skin pores as orifices?
Do they bleed? I mean, I don't catch them. Like, okay, there's like this one website that counted your belly button, but that's stupid. Because you don't bleed out your belly button. You know, other than when you're newly born. Oh, yeah. I didn't count it. I only counted what they just said. It's because like for everything that might not be common sense, you gotta add an editor's note. And it's like, this is what this means.
BRB, my stream lagged and I'm delayed again.
Is it the same reason as yesterday? Why is it lagged? Is it my fault? Too dead. I'm not alive. Not alive at all.
Says. Okay, I fixed it. Stacko, you leveled up to level 22.
Damn, you're too overpowered, okay? You're too OP. Too dangerous. Too dangerous to leave alive, you know?
Stacko says. Wow, I'm leveling up every couple streams now.
That's how much you've been talking and watching.
Stacko says. I am literally just him.
Just him?
Says. Dude, you're on so late nowadays, Link.
I'm so late.
I keep missing your streams.
I'm sorry. Do you watch the VODs? Are they they're probably not very fun to watch. Thank you for coming by, even though it's late. It's time just flies, okay? I sit down and I'm like, okay, I gotta edit some chapters and then I gotta stream. And then suddenly it's, you know, the next day. The issue is it's just so comfortable right here. Got the windows open, I got the fan blowing. So it's not hot, it is literally the perfect, like, nice, really sleepy.
I can't watch VODs when doing streaming. I always want to talk and remember after I press enter that no one can see my messages because it's basically a video.
Aww. It's like you're watching a pod and you're like, oh, I wanna contribute to this conversation. Oh no, it's no one can hear my screams. I talk into the void. Reminds me of YouTube. On my phone, YouTube comments never work.
I watch streamer to have conversations with the streamer.
I feel that.
Stacko says, my super glue glued itself shut.
Yeah, no, that happens with every single bottle of goddamn super glue I buy. The key, you gotta stick. Well, depending on what kind of super glue it is. I started like sticking needles inside the hole.
Being alone, honestly.
Damn. Have you tried video games? Or, I don't know. I guess this is also my only communication with other humans other than small conversations at work. Into Discord, which is an extension of this. So, I don't know if I'm sane though. I don't feel sane. I have my hoodie pulled up to my mouth. Like, I basically look.
Whenever I do it, LOL.
Yeah, but that almost feels like an extension string.
I hate talking with people on video games because unlike streams, I don't have the option to pick the people I talk with.
Yeah. I kind of meant in like just with the NPCs, like not even real people type of way. Didn't even think about multiplayer games. I really can never play those.
Uniruinous says, bro, I want to play D&D so badly. But I don't know many people that would take my kind of character options, LOL.
What kind of cursed character are you trying to make?
Uniruinous says,
We need some breakcore.
on bestial races, centaurs, nagas, sphinx, ECT.
I think they'd be pretty cool to play as.
Stacko says, those can be fun to use.
I'm literally playing as a cat human. Well, more like it's a cat elf. But it's like kind of like those like Monster Hunter cat creatures.
Stacko says, usually it works best do it as a druid and you just morph into a century ECT.
Like Baldur's Gate, you play as a druid, you turn into a bear, everyone has sex with you.
They are fun, sure, but how many DMs know how to integrate those into their setting enough to make it so you're not the only one of your kind in the entire universe?
I mean, I am the only one of my kind, kinda, I guess, unless Taco decides that there's gonna be more of me.
Yeah, that's not as fun because you have a set system you have to work with. Stacko says, or a druid sensuar that can morph into a human.
Why don't you ever want to morph into a human? I don't know, who cares about the roles anyway?
Base races of those bestial natures, then you can choose to be other things.
I've never played like a strict D&D. Oh no, did I forget this?
There's a dozen ways I think of to do it myself, I wouldn't care.
I forgot to turn on the YouTube chat again. That's sad.
Stacko says, but also I'm not a good DM, so doesn't matter, LOL.
You're the best DM. Except it's been like a month. And you better be planning hard. Alright, I have the break core on. It's time to wake up.
Like for instance, I have an idea of a sphinx cat, hairless cat, or a vast head-based class. Yes, the Egyptian goddess. That is a swarm blood that is a host to scarabs.
Ew, host, a bug host.
The Lokinestaco says, I'm still not sure about D&D tomorrow, so I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Okay. I'll leave the review awake or I'll be sitting in my chair, falling asleep. We'll see how it is.
Unaruinisner says, like I have tons of fun character ideas and ones that can influence RP, but again finding a DM that is able to work with it aren't exactly common.
Finding humans is hard. Don't try to steal my taco though.
The Lokinestaco says, I also want to start a second campaign. Cause I want to do a campaign with more than 2 players.
Would it be bright? I mean, is Frank alive? I doubt it more every day.
The Lokinestaco says, gonna have to learn to balance my time first.
Yes, could you please... Can you just ask ChatGPT to make you like a time schedule?
The Lokinestaco
Alright,
says,
don't draw this out.
talked to him a couple hours ago. Unaruinisner says, any husleys. I'ma be lurking for now. I actually have a huge headache right now and I have no idea why.
Yeah, headaches are annoying. Thank you for the lurk.
Much loves to you both.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming by. Hope your headache gets better.
The Lokinestaco says, well, Unaruinisner, if I ever start a second one, you'd be welcome.
Brave words, Chaco. Brave words.
The Lokinestaco says, I think I mad Frank a little mad though, lol.
What'd you do? Did you diss his guns? Or his beard?
Listener says, I would love to, but I am a super shy person at first, so it's hard for me to work with new people's lol. The Lokinestaco says, I get that you are all right. Unaruinisner says, you can just call me Nick. Happy face.
Yeah, with Taco's way, he'll probably misspell your name 5 times. I've got 5 different names.
The Lokinestaco says, I got a bit preachy to him about stuff lol.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why, like, whenever he talks about drinking, I just kind of try and encourage.
Right time to go lay down. The Lokinestaco says, shorter the word, more CHSNCE, I'll misspell it lol. The Lokinestaco says, GRT feeling better.
Yeah, you literally misspelled 2 words right there, so point proven. I just try to encourage him to keep up what he's already doing correctly. Probably better than lecturing for him. But it is not easy, no matter what.
The Lokinestaco says, yeah, lecturing never helps.
It's because people never want to feel looked down upon, right? Taco, you ever get one of these electric fly swatters?
Stacko says. Nah, my parents always knew better than to put one in our house.
I mean, that's probably smart. Because, okay, we bought like a 2-pack at some discount store just for fun to see what would happen. And we take it out today. And it sounds like firecrackers going off. And the bright lights. I mean, it's pretty violent. But we notice, like, after we run it through like a swarm of flying bugs, the bugs will, I don't know, like, start avoiding it.
Stacko says. I mean 3 young and teenage boys. With one isn't a good idea.
Okay, over in Brazil, my aunt got one, and apparently, technically my nephew, my aunt's grandson, he found it, he turned it on, and he sticked his finger through the webbing. Good job. No one knows how he did it. I did not ask questions. But he's like a little kid. Maybe like 4 years old.
Stacko says. Ouch.
Yeah. I was like 2 seconds of tempted. Yo, Shadow, you're alive.
Shadow says. I'm in a car RN.
Hey, we'll have fun driving. Being driven. Don't get car sick. I just gotta fix other one. And we can see if we can do a head XY with this new version. That sucks. Maybe it'll be very fun. My roomies wanna go on a 13-hour drive to visit the Ark Museum. Yes, the Noah's Ark Museum. Why am I going along? Is the real question.
Stacko says. LOL, that's boring. Shadow says. It's getting late, so bye.
Bye. I honestly, I'm going because I don't want to be all, I guess. I mean, I normally wouldn't care about being alone. Maybe I'm worried about them. Alright, Shadow, thank you for coming by.
Stacko says. Though I say that and want to spend a few thousand, it's gonna cost to go to the Air Force Museum.
Well, you know, I guess museums about things you're passionate about. Why would it cost a few thousand, though? For a plane ticket?
Shadow says. Bye-bye and good luck.
I need that luck. Thank you very much.
Stacko says. It's in Ohio, then I gotta get a hotel for 2-3 nights.
I mean, okay. You're gonna spend that long going through every single section, few days.
Few thousand, it's a bit much, probably $1,500.
That's so much. I don't know, I should come out to like a tour group. Find some buddies. Maybe it would help costs. Maybe not.
Philokinus Daco says, it's a huge museum.
Well, I wouldn't know. I miss play museums. I once went to like this type of museum that was just like an indoor playground. That would be cool. You'd kidnap Bright along the way. Yeah, like he went back like recently. That was the first time I'd ever heard of him going back.
Philokinus Daco says, Bright's way down south though.
Look, nothing good is easy.
Philokinus Daco says, plus I'd have TK wait until he's an adult too.
I said kidnap. It's not kidnapping if he's not a child still. Tisk tisk tisk.
Philokinus Daco says, True.
Alright, so today I spent most of the day reading one novel. Which I liked. But it's not finished. Which is very sad. Alright, so you got this guy. He was born with a twin brother. But in the womb, I guess his...
That's a big sad.
It always is very sad. The thing is, I have this bunch of novels that I read to like 60% and then I stop because I hate endings. I just don't want it to end. Alright, so he's born as a... What is it? I guess... Oh yeah, if it's not identical, I guess it's fraternal. So he was born as an identical twin, except like in the womb. They claim he quote-unquote stole nutrients from his twin brother, and his twin brother was born with a congenital heart disease. Alright? And then there's like some plot point that's missing. But for some reason, the mom abandoned him in some store when he was a month old. But kept the other kid. The one that was sick. I want an alternative version of this book with them abandoning the sick kid. Right. Apparently they like got some prophecy from some guy that said that the other kid's fortune would greatly impact the family's life. So they had to keep him safe. like we really do not get an explanation for why they abandoned him. So. But anyway, they did. And he was adopted, and now it's, you know, about 16 years later. And the family suddenly comes back, wanting to take him back home. And at first he refuses. But then they start going to the media. They start threatening his adopted father's company. They start basically trying to manipulate him and everyone around him into pushing him into going back with his biological family. So eventually he goes back. And then they lock him inside the mansion and they don't let him out. Turns out they just want his heart. They basically want to force him to do a heart transplant with his twin. And now they claim that they aren't gonna kill him. They claim that they're just gonna put his twin's heart in his body. They're gonna do like a direct switch. Alright. One day he literally wakes up and is dragged into a basement where they have set up an operating room they have been preparing for 2 years. This underground operating room. They switch out the hearts. And here's what they do to cover it all up, though. They claim that the sickly twin brother died from his congenital heart disease. And then the sickly twin will take over his identity. Right. They planned this all out. But then, after the operation, he wakes up, but it did not go proper. Like, well, the part where they put his sickly twin brother's heart inside his body did not go very well. He's actively dying. Right, and we get one scene with, I think, either his older brother or his ex-boyfriend coming in to basically like say a final farewell, and then he dies, like a final like fuck you. you're never important, now die. And then he's dead. But then he wakes up and it's 2 years in the past. And he's in his school. He wakes up on the day that his biological family went to try and pick him up from his adopted family's house. And basically he's like, you know what, fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. Don't come near me nor my family again. Oh, right. And his biological family, I think they killed his adopted parents in the first life too. Cause the guy that came and visited him for the last time claimed that they died on the way to the hospital. Or like they had died on the way to come visit him. Nom nom nom.
That's a lot of drama.
It's a lot of drama, but it's very satisfying. I love that kind of drama where you got like this evil family, blah blah blah, but the main character like outsmarts them all, or just like is not dealing with their shit. I don't like it when the character like gives in and tries to be sneaky in return. I really like it when the characters are just like, no, I'm not dealing with you and your shit. Go away. I got a life to live. Right. The good news is that like throughout this, yeah.
BRB, sorry.
Fine.
Stacko says. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I just finished importing everything. Now I just have to try and rig that back hair again and see if it helps.
Stacko says. I finally finished the camel on one of my planes and I had to glory in the moment and shoo it off.
Shoo it off. Shoo it off.
Stacko says. It's slowly building, it's so cool to watch. Stacko says. Show.
Okay. Did you post it in the chain or something? Oh, I thought you were talking about the plane. Yeah, now imagine when she like finally moves everything. That'd be nice. I gotta do a
I'm gonna post it there.
I do it. I gotta do a full body chibi next. I need a full body practice. Okay, because like I got like everything else is coming to me. Hair is difficult. I forgot like the rules of building hair, especially art-wise. That's why I'm having trouble with this one. The thing is, like, I know that if I wanted to make super duper hair, I would need to put in so many more deformers, rig so many more parameters. I don't want to. I go for like, how can I optimize it? How can it look good while still not being overly complex to actually make? That's my goal. I only want to have to resort to scuffed complex rigging. In the worst case scenario, I give myself a lot of buffer for fuck things up. Okay.
Stacko says. I posted plain in, but the lighting and the photo make it look way too vibrant. Sadly, I'll have TK spend some time and take a better photo.
Yeah, sometimes filters are the secret. Let me look at it. That is some nice painting. Wow. Let me zoom in. The picture's so high quality. Adhesion. Good to enjoy whatever you're making. Gonna fly? Or you gotta throw it up in the air? Watch it fly away from you? I'm gonna guess no.
Lockinus Daco says, I've learned so much making this and spent so much time, it's so satisfying watching it to come together.
Good.
The Lockinus Daco says, I'm not one of those Japanese sand artists. The Lockinus Daco says,
What does that even
it's
mean?
going on a shelf.
What's the sand artist?
The Lockinus Daco says, the whole art thing where they misc it all pretty only to destroy it after it's done.
Yeah, that takes
The Lockinus Daco says,
something that I
this
don't
is
have.
too.
Okay, well, I can understand Buddhism doing it. It's all about not being materialistic. You do something, you gotta let it go.
Dogashiro says, I
Why?
have returned.
I don't believe it. What are you doing here?
Dogashiro says, I had a hard drive failure a few days ago.
That's terrifying. Did it unfail? Or did you salvage it? Or did you just start fresh? That makes me want to back everything up all over again. Goddamn. Someone give me a hard drive. I need 3 terabytes stat. I'm already almost out of hard drive on this laptop. I wonder if I should switch back to the desktop. Funny thing is, I don't even know if the desktop is as powerful as this laptop. Aren't I smart?
Dogashiro says, thankfully it was my boot drive and most of my important things are on another drive.
Then very much thankfully. I'm dead. Dead. Okay. I could split the back hair and yeah, I could split the back hair into layers and do head XY for each of them. That wouldn't be the most horrifying thing. But then the question is, I don't know exactly how it's gonna look when they all move. It's even when drawing, it's intimidating to think about. Oh, to think about how this will look like after it moves. Okay. This break core is not violent enough. You guys cannot hear it. I need something. Yes. Oh, I might have broken. I didn't. Alright, 5 more minutes and then my 1 hour quota is done. And then I am going to sleep forever. Tomorrow, did I do a like early, like during the daytime stream? I'm considering it. See what would happen. Whoa. I gotta translate more chapters. It could be. You make it, you'll be able to come. Maybe around 4 p.m. Not counting any drama. No, only if there's no D&D probably. If there's D&D, then it'll be whatever time D&D is not. Okay, no worries then.
says, I'll be busy until like 1 or 2 maybe.
Okay. Dun dun dun. I'm just trying to stay awake. I don't want to stay
The
awake
Loch Ness
anymore.
Echo says. So I should be there, might be lurking the first half.
No problem.
The Loch Ness Echo says.
Mo.
Going to my nephew's birthday party.
Dang. Are you just on up as the clown? How old is he? It's like no, if he's your nephew, I mean, she's what? A sibling's, son.
The Loch Ness Echo says. Don't news to dress up for that.
The news.
The Loch Ness Echo says. Parents, sibling, son.
Okay. Okay. Fucking hell. There's still 30 seconds. I'm good. I'm not even trying. I'm so dead. But I feel like it'll work. I feel like if I should probably tweak this art more. If I tweak it to look more like the side, not have this sudden separation right there, it will probably fit nearly perfect. Then I'll have to worry about his deep back hair base behaving properly. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Well, I'm done. It has been my 1 hour of working hard-ish. I would say 40 minutes of working hard, 20 minutes of trying to stay awake. Alright. Good night.
The Loch Ness Echo says. That's good enough.
I'm trying. That's all
The Loch Ness
that
Echo says. Thank you for stream.
Thank you
Loch
for
Ness Echo
coming.
says, stay safe. The Loch Ness Echo says. Don't die. The Loch Ness
No
Echo
work.
says. GL with work.
Oh no. A bug finally came in to fly around my lamp. The insane thing it is. No work tomorrow. Let's go. Come on, when I'm alive on Friday, it means that well, I guess you wouldn't have been able to tell that I was alive today. Since I only came online at 11, 12 at night. Anyway. That's not delay my sleep. Good night. And don't die either. Stay
Lochner
safe.
Stacko says, I don't know 3CWN know what day it is.
No, we don't even know what
Lochner
days it
Stacko
is.
says, GNNNN.